Hello everybody, this is Buzz and I'm going to do a review on some Carto punches. I have this Carto punch. You get it at, let's see, I've seen it on Atomic Vapors. There's another, this one's is a hardened steel Allen screw that's in there. With this little lever on there that you twist. I got it at Clouds of Vapor. Good service. They sent it right away, right up there with everybody. They get immediate confirmation. It ships fairly quick. You'll get it within a few days when you order it. This thing is 40 stinking rotten dollars. It's not very big. Let's see. What can I compare it to? Here's something a lot of people have. Here's a Mad Vapes flashlight. See, it's not as long as it. It's thinner than that. Here it is. This is a regular size smoke carburetor or carbonator, Cartomizer, and you can see this one's it's burnt out. It doesn't work anymore. You can see it's what size it is. It's got this little window in here, so you can see what size it goes. It's got this adjustment deal back here. You can spin this nut on this little Allen cap screw, and you can adjust that to give you a different depth of where you want to. Well, you got to spin that all the way up. Carbide. It's got a carbide screw, I believe, which is pretty hard, and you can adjust that. You don't have to use the branches or anything. You just adjust that to wherever you need it, and you tighten it down, and then it's in there pretty good. It's not going to move for what you're going to do. It punches holes in this thing pretty nice. It did cost $40. Do you need it? No. A drywall screw does work, but it's a pain. This thing works really nice. Let's see. Let's go. There's one revolution. It gets a little hard to turn, but it's big enough you can get some leverage on it, but not giant. You can throw it in your tackle box with your other stuff. It's a little over like 1 1/4 turns, and you heard it pop. That poked a hole in it. And I running around a 2, and maybe just some more, not quite a half. And that gives me the size of hole that I like to have. Turn it so you can see that hole there. See, makes a real nice hole. It doesn't deform it so bad that it won't go in your tank. It's a nice punch. It is $40. It's kind of expensive for just a little bitty thing like this, but I'm sure it works. The point lasts a good long time. I've seen another replacement one for that. It's got a knob on it, and it's got a carbide, not a carbide, but a cobalt tip on it, it said. And cobalt's one of the hardest things you can get. A cobalt drill bit. They're expensive, and but they last forever. If you ever had to drill through stainless steel, cobalt bits are the only way to go. The other one I have is a Sami. I think that's how you pronounce it. Sami mod. It's I got this one from Atomic Vapes. It shipped quickly, but I had a hard time navigating through the register process on the Atomic Vapes website. To date, it's the only vendor that I emailed, and I never heard anything back from them. This thing was $14.99, which for how it works, I think is way too much. You'd be better off spending the $40 and getting this and liking how it works and being glad every time you use it, how nice it works and how easy it is, as compared to spending $14.99 on this. And don't get me wrong, it does work. It's a stainless steel sleeve or set collar, whatever you want to call it. It has a threaded end. I guess you could put a threaded keychain through that. You can carry it in your pocket or something if you wanted. So it is mobile and it does work, but this is how it's been since I got it. Right there, it does it again. It's not threaded very well. It catches. So it's not smooth. It's not quality made. It's cheap, but $14 isn't that cheap, really. You know. If it was $1 and free shipping, I would say what a deal, but it wasn't. Okay, now we're going to use this. Well, I punched this Cartomizer so many times now, it's a little tight on there. Okay, now I'm spinning in. See, it's hard to make it work. The other thing that's kind of a pain about this, you got to kind of see how wide that is and mark it, and then adjust your Cartomizer that way. You can't really see 100% where your little dot is that you want to do it. Man, this thing it's hard to punch. There, it finally did it. But you really got to bear down on it. And I don't have any pre-punched tanks. This will work on them, but it's really, I think they're a little thicker tubing on those pre-punched DCT tanks or DCT Cartos, and it will work. But the best thing you do to make it work is put that in there and get it started in one of the pre-drilled holes that suck. They're too small. They just don't work. We all know that. And grip it here and use a pair of pliers and then twist the whole Cartomizer into that, and you'll get it eventually. But it's not easy by any stretch of the imagination. So $14 works. That's all I can say about it. $40 works very, very well. Nice thought out little device. This little lever on here just makes it work real well. I don't know how the knob, if it's big enough to turn it. I seen a video that someone used the knob, and it was a lady, I forgot her name, but she seemed to do it real nice. Maybe that carbide tip with that or cobalt tip with the point on it, that real sharp point, that might make it a little spinning a little easier. So that's my reviews for the two Carto punches that I have, and that's all the good and the bad and the ugly, and all I got to say about it. As usual, my opinions are just that, my opinions. Those are the experiences that I've had with those two Cartomizer punches. Now, if you're wanting to buy one of those products, you can make a decision, maybe informed a little on what I've said. Have a good evening, and vape on. Good night.